Popeye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama. Where I watch?
Popeye.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. In today's journey, we are going down Long Hill and we are heading to Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. Continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to look at some of the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. In the news today, detectives at the Falmouth Sissoko office, they have arrested and charged a stepfather for 4 counts of rape. His name is Jason Jarrett, but he's popularly known as Tommy. Tommy is 29 years old and he's living at Spicy Hill in the Duncans area of Trelawney. Reports are that recently, Tommy's 11-year-old stepdaughter, she got sick and she was taken to the Falmouth Hospital where she was examined. It was discovered that the 11-year-old girl was 6 months pregnant. The police, they were called in and they commenced investigation. That investigation revealed that the 11-year-old girl, she would go to her stepfather's house on the weekends and holidays with an adult. It is alleged that since March of this year, Tommy, he had been forcefully having intercourse with his 11-year-old stepdaughter. He was picked up by the police and he was charged. So he'll be going to the courts shortly. Why may I tell you, Now, in this next report, in yesterday's video, I told you about a licensed firearm that was stolen from a Toyota Tacoma pickup truck on Tuesday morning, November 18, about 10 o'clock. That incident, it took place at Malcolm Drive in the Bogarts area of St. James. Reports are that the licensed firearm holder, he left his gun in his truck and he was doing some work on a roof when a hoodlum broke out the back glass on the vehicle and stole the bag containing the 9mm pistol and 50 9mm rounds plus 300,000 Jamaican dollars in cash and other valuables. Well, on Thursday night, November 20, about 9 o'clock, members of the Area 1 Lottery Scam Task Force, they were carrying out an operation in the Comet Drive area of Bogarts when they saw a male walking towards the police vehicle. On seeing the police vehicle, the guy ran off. The police chased him and the guy, he threw a bag on the ground and ran away, making good his escape. The bag was retrieved and searched and bingo, it was found to contain the said Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol, 3 magazines and 46 rounds of 9mm cartridges plus the important documents belonging to the licensed firearm holder. We are told that the police, they know exactly who this guy is and every effort is being made to bring him into custody. Officers, job well done. In this next report, we are learning that on Tuesday afternoon, November 18, about 4 o'clock, the management at the Western Union on Main Street in the Claremont area of St. Ann securely locked it up and went away. On Thursday morning, November 20, about 9 o'clock, they went to reopen it and they realized that it was broken into. Hoodlums, they used implements to force open the aluminum shutter to one side of the building and entered. Once inside, them thief a large sum of cash, one 24-inch Samsung television and one Samsung tablet. They then made good their escape. Just like that. In this next report, the Kingsville police, they are searching for a guy named Patrick McKenzie, but he's popularly known as Bollo. Bollo is living at Blenheim district in the Dias area of Hanover. Bollo is wanted by the police for the offense of wounded with intent. The allegation is that one night earlier this month, a 32-year-old guy known as 90s of the said Blenheim district address, he was at a shop in the community when he intervened in a dispute. As a result, an argument developed between 90s and a female known as Bobby Gay. It is said that Bollo, he intervened and he used a machete to chop 90s to the right side of his face, the right side of his chest, the right side of his shoulder. He also chopped off the top of 90's right thumb. 90's, he managed to run away and made good his escape. 90's was rushed to the Noel Holmes Hospital in Lucy where he was treated and admitted for about 10 days. On his release from hospital, he attended the station where he made a report. So, Bollo, you're wanted by the police. In this next report, detectives in Savannah Lamar, they are searching for a 17-year-old guy named Essien Meyers. He's living at Stratbourg district in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, reports are that an elderly man named David, he is schizophrenic. David's house was blown down during the recent hurricane. So, David, he was sleeping without any shelter over his head. We are told that last night, Friday, November 21, about 8 o'clock, Essien, he went to the location where David was sleeping with a plastic bottle in one of his hands. He walked up to David and he poured the contents of the bottle on him. That content was later revealed to be gasoline. He then set David on fire and ran away, making good his escape on foot in the area. David, he was rushed to the Savannah Lamar Hospital where he was treated and admitted in a critical condition. We are told that David, he was severely burnt. Stratbourg people, this boy is wicked. If you have any photographs of him, please send it to me on WhatsApp at 876-458-9111. That's 876-458-9111. And don't worry yourself, your identity is secured. Got it? In this next report, the police, they're investigating a case of suspected drowning. This one, it took place yesterday afternoon, Friday, November 21, about 4 o'clock. It took place at the UDC shipping pier in Ochi in the parish of St. Anne. Our information is that a man, his name is Daniel Perez. He was 32 years old, and Daniel, he was working as a driver at the pier. We are learning that Daniel, he was at work and he was in the water. Reports are that workers, they saw Daniel trying to climb a ladder to come out of the water when he fell back into the water. Workers, they rushed to his assistance and pulled him out of the water. Daniel, he was rushed to a medical facility in Ochi and later transferred to the St. Anne's Bay Hospital where Daniel, he was pronounced DEAD. We are told that the police, they processed the scene and investigations are continuing. Sad indeed. This one, it took place early yesterday morning, Friday, November 21, about 5 o'clock. It took place at Marley Acres in the Old Harbour area of St. Catherine. Residents, they're claiming that the police killed this guy in cold blood in front of his two sons. But the police, they're claiming that there was a shootout and this guy was the member of a gang. His name is Domar Lee, but he was popularly known as Notnice. Notnice was 37 years old and he was living at Marley Acres. Listen to what Acting Senior Superintendent of Police Leighton Gray said. Listen this.
This morning, we had a major operation in the Old Harbour space in search of several persons who we have as primary targets, and it includes one Domar Lee, OC Notnice. He is one of the top tier member of the Roof 2 gang. So the police would have gone to that location this morning to conduct an operation in search for him. From preliminary information is that he confronted the police with a firearm and he was shot and injured. He was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital and unfortunately, upon being treated, he subsequently died. The police recovered a .38 revolver along with 3 rounds. I would just want to use this opportunity to implore members of the public to avoid confrontation with the police. If the police confronts you, it is important that you surrender and you will be safely taken into custody. The police are highly trained and as such the police will go in defense of their lives. So investigation continues into this matter and Indicom and other operatives were notified.
Indicom are investigating. In the sex report, now, on Tuesday, I brought a report about an incident that took place on Monday afternoon, November 17 at minutes to 5 o'clock. It took place in the vicinity of Miami Drive along the Gregory Park Main Road in Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. The police, they are alleging that they were on patrol in the area when they signaled a grey Toyota Essien motor car to stop. They are claiming that the occupants of the car disobeyed the police signal and sped off. A chase ensued and the Toyota Essien, it crashed into a wall. They are claiming that the occupants of the car opened gunfire at them and they returned the fire. They are saying that at least 2 of the occupants of the car made good their escape. When the smoke was clear, a guy who was dressed in a camouflage shirt, a shorts, and a pair of black shoes, he was found in one of the passenger seats, suffering from gunshot wounds. He died on the spot. The car was searched and 1 loaded 9mm pistol was found. Now, I had reported that I hadn't gotten the name of the guy who was killed, and as soon as I do, I'll be updating the report. He has now been identified. His name is Malik Tajay Gutzmore. He was 23 years old and he was living at 60 Dover Avenue in the Gregory Park area of St. Catherine. Indicom are investigating the mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, in the final report I brought in yesterday's video, I told you about the killing of that guy on your screen. His name is Shamar Slack, but he was popularly known as Sanfly. Sanfly was 43 years old and he's originally from Guysill in the parish of St. Catherine, but we are told that for the past 9 or 10 years, Sanfly, he has been living at Brighton District in the Little London Police area of Westmoreland. I told you about a female named Joyce who was involved in a dispute with other family members, and she had made threat reports against her niece, who reportedly told Joyce that money was on her head. I also told you that Alton, he had set fire to he and Joyce's sister's house. Her name is Daphne. It is also alleged that that sister Daphne and members of her family, they held and they beat Alton. Alton, he was arrested and charged for setting fire to his sister's house, and he was subsequently granted bail by the courts. He was bailed by Joyce. Now, some persons reached out to me and they are telling me that the person who I referred to as Joyce is known to them as Patsy or Chunky. Now, on this channel, on this here channel, whenever it comes to hoodlum activities, we are on the side of law and order. We are on the side of ferreting out the truth. I don't care who the guy or the girl is. We are going to dig deep for the truth. So the question is, Why was Sanfly killed? In yesterday's video, I told you about Joyce, also known as Patsy, also known as Chunky, and members of her family. If you look on your screen, someone sent me that message this morning and I'm gonna read it. The person said, "Sir Popeye, good morning. Sanfly was a good man, but he was no saint. Patsy, also known as Chunky, have her husband. Him build Chunky a 4-story house. She have Sanfly living there for many years, telling the husband that Sanfly was the yard boy, but Sanfly and Chunky was intimately involved. One day the husband came to the house and him catch Sanfly and Chunky a do it. The husband mashed up the house and went away to foreign and told Chunky to take Sanfly out of the house. The person went on to say, couple days before Sanfly died, some guys were asking people in the community for him, saying he took money from them to do some work on a house, but he might tie them out. Sanfly was a mason. Sir Popeye, Sanfly fingers and of fame. Sanfly was working for a man at the scheme. He took materials from the man house, value plenty of money to fix up Patsy house. Them almost kill him. Patsy had to pay back the man for the materials and Chunky must talk. What happened to Sanfly? Her name is not Joyce, it's Patsy Giles. The person continued, and the shop and her house is miles apart. Patsy and her family haven't spoken over 10 years now, and it's people in the community who beat Alton. So all the news that you sent out are all lies except the burning of the house. Nothing like that goes so. Please hide my ID. No, there is a lot more to come. And for those of you who are gonna say, Popeye a carry mix up, Sanfly was brutally murdered and his killer and the person or persons who ordered his killing are still at large. Stand by. More to come. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
From the hills to the town, we bring the link. Straight facts, no mix up, no gimmick, no wing. You tune in now, get the real insight. Papa News Link, lights in
Papa News Link, yeah, we tell it how it is. Jamaican vice, truth in all the biz. Click it, share it, every little click count. News with the vibes, and that we announce.
No gimmick, no way. You tune in now, get the real insight. Cause Papa News Link lighting up the ring.
Papa News Link, yeah, we tell it how it is. Jamaican voice, truth in all the biz. Click it, share it, every little click count. News with the vibes, and that we are on. Papa News Link, yeah, we tell it how it is. Jamaican voice, truth in all the biz. Click it, share it, every little click count. News with the vibes, and that we are on.
It's not me being she a command out them and get it. Johnny, you damn catch a fire me feel rated. In a the race that flop and no face like me bleak with the cabin on me cross silence.